Hey everyone, welcome back to the Indo Chef channel. My name is Curtis, and we're continuing on with our pork theme this week. We used the air fryer last time, and we made some char siu pork. Today we're using the Instant Pot for some pulled pork. We're changing that up from the usual Texas barbecue style. We're doing a bit more Asian barbecue style with some Sichuan peppercorns and some surprises. Let's go. Start off by adding 1 tablespoon of Sichuan peppercorns to a dry pan and toast that until it's really fragrant and the scent fills the whole room. Be careful not to burn it. Did you know that Sichuan peppercorns are not actually pepper at all? They come from the Chinese prickly ash tree and are closely related to citrus. So go ahead and give that a coarse grind before adding 2 teaspoons of salt and then grind it into a very fine powder. This process takes about 5 minutes altogether. If you're super lazy, you get a spice grinder. Either way, make it look like this, a nice fine powder in the end. For the meat, we're using an entire pork shoulder. This thing is humongous. It will feed your family for weeks. It takes some time to break down, so we're gonna go into super speed for some surgery time here. So we're cutting this into 4 or 5 large chunks. This took me a while because my knife was kind of dull and I forgot to sharpen it. So go ahead and separate the meat from the bone, but we're gonna use that bone inside the pot. Time to season it up. Go ahead and be pretty generous with it. Get it all over, rub it into all the nooks and crannies, flip it over. You will lose a lot while you're searing it, so just go nuts. For searing meat, I like using a cast iron pan set on high. We want to brown all sides of this meat, flip it over as needed. This process took all about 10 minutes altogether. Once your meat is all seared, go ahead and transfer it into the Instant Pot. We're now starting our next layer of flavor. Go ahead and put a bit of canola oil into the pan, and then take 2 whole onions, chopped up very finely. We're keeping this pan on high heat because we want to brown this quickly. Give it a good stir around, cooking them for a total of about 5 minutes. To bring this up to the next level, we're adding 1 can of pineapple tidbits. Aside from just tasting good, the pineapple contains an enzyme that helps break down meat. It can eat you. So go ahead and mix that with the onions. The juice will help release all the burnt bits from searing the meat and deglaze the pan for you. We want all those flavors going inside the Instant Pot for cooking. My Instant Pot is the 8-quart model. It's pretty big, but as you can see, it was almost filled to the top. There's no precise science for filling this up with the onions and pineapple here. Just pour it all over the top and mix it around a little bit. You just want to make sure that you spread around and you actually get the pineapple and onions underneath the meat, so it's not just stuck at the top. Then pour 2 cups of water on top of that and make some adjustments so the water actually gets down to the bottom pot as well. Once you're satisfied with that, find your lid, make sure the gas gets inside of it, and put it on top of your Instant Pot. Make sure you give that a nice lock, flip the steam valve to the neutral position, then you're ready to go. Go ahead and skip all the resets, press the manual button, and then we're setting the timer to 60 minutes. Once you set it to 60, you just let it go and it starts by itself. After the beeper, let it natural release for about 20 minutes. Grab yourself a long spoon or tongs and flip the steam valve very carefully. And I like to put it underneath the kitchen hood fan. All of that meaty steam needs somewhere to go. Here's a look at the steam vent in the open position. Please be safe and watch that little red button. Do not open the lid until that button's down. The Instant Pot is pretty safe. Just follow the directions and you won't get hurt or die. Please give this video a thumbs up for safety. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's get this lid out of here first. Alright, let's give it a poke. Oh yeah, that's definitely done. Super tender. We'll get this out onto a tray and then we'll do some shredding. And hopefully I won't drop it everywhere. Oh yeah, that's falling apart. Get that bone out of there. So that was a 1-hour pressure cook time on that, and then 20 minutes of a natural release, and then going ahead and hitting the valve on the top. Always use tongs or a spoon or something because that steam will burn you, so be careful. Let's dig around a bit more of that fat in there. So we have lots of onions and pineapple bits in here still. So we can thicken that into a sauce later if you want. But for the most part, this recipe is done. Let's see. Can you see that okay? Yep. All right, so we're just gonna kind of mash away at this here. So that is super tender. Get a little fork. Shredding super easy. I'm just doing my best to not burn myself. It's so hot. I need to get some of those Wolverine claws that they have on Amazon for pulled pork. It's not something I make very often, so I don't know. Maybe not the best investment. So in this larger one, still a little bit firm, just with the connective tissue and stuff. But it is still coming apart. We could also just let this cool first, and that would help out a lot. I guess one of the important things right now would be to give it a little taste. And yes, I'll get a different fork after. That taste from the peppercorns, it's not too overpowering. I didn't want to go too heavy on it just because it was my first time cooking with that. But I think when I thicken the juice in there, the depth of this thing is about that far with liquid. So maybe I'll thicken that up with some cornstarch and just reduce it down. Now we're gonna use flour. 1 cup of flour, add it gradually, and whisk that constantly, otherwise you will get lumps. We don't want any lumps in this, we want nice smooth gravy. After about 5 minutes, it looks like this, nice and smooth. Let's be honest, you don't watch my channel to get healthy. Take a big spoon and pour on some liquid sunshine. You're ready to go. So that's it for pulled pork. I think it turned out pretty good. It could have used a little bit more time. I followed the recommendations from a couple different websites on like how long to put it in the Instant Pot. They said pressure for an hour, 20-minute natural release, and then just hit the valve. But I think it could have easily used another 10-15 minutes on the pressure. The larger chunks were a little bit tough still, but to solve that, we just shredded it some more and then turned all the braising liquid into a gravy. And if you put gravy on anything, it tastes better. So you can put that on buns, you could make sliders, or put it on nachos, put it in a taco, do whatever you want to do with it. Add a little more gravy just because it's good. The Sichuan Peppercorns made a difference. I didn't go too heavy on it just because I didn't want to like kill everybody with the numbing that Mark Wiens always talks about. I think I'm gonna sprinkle some more on after, especially Asian food. You'll season after, so you'll have like your sambal and your lime and whatever else. Season to your taste, add more salt if you want, and we'll see you next time.